H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and today is Tuesday. Another day. Let me tell y'all something. You might want to text, tag, and tell your friends right now. Because you know I got something for you. I got something for you a little bit interesting today. Let me see. I'm going to see where I'm going to go. First of all, before I go anywhere, let me shout out to my starting five. They are the people who start. Let me tell you something. I love the starting five so much because the starting five is so great. Let me copy something, y'all, and paste it. They're so great because without the starting, y'all started the show off. So I always got to talk about the starting five. Got to put this in a note right quick, y'all. Just, I was a little bit, not necessarily behind. I was here. But just some things happened, and the show wasn't able. Then, oh girl, stopped up. I'm much better than yesterday. Much better than yesterday. But what's up, everybody? Let me shout out to my starting five. Let's see. On YouTube, we got Jeremy Davis. We got Rod Wills. We got the Panther Network. We got Tyrone Caldwell. We got Corey Willis in the building. I see you there. I see you there. I see you. But on Facebook, we got Dale Grigg is in the building. Them Cowboys rolling. Mindy Collins in the building. Our team. Who is that? Not the Astro. The Texans are rolling, and the Rockets. We got to get back on track. Let's see who else we got over there. Corey. I just said Corey. I think I said Corey. Sonya Billingsley in the building. But share the show, everybody. And let me take one quick watch this, y'all. Hold on. Have I got something to show y'all? Let's see if I got to show y'all. I want to take one good. Oh, hold on. I didn't play this yesterday. Hold on. Watch.
Born on August 30th, 1948, he became chairman of the Black Panther Party's Illinois chapter at roughly 20 years old. He was called the Black Messiah and shot to death by the FBI at age 21. His speeches about solidarity influenced people to organize against racism and classism.
We're going to fight racism, not racism, but we're going to fight with solidarity. We said we're not going to fight capitalism with black capitalism, but we're going to fight it with socialism.
Hampton brought together.
Fred Hampton is an amazing young man that I didn't learn a lot about when I was younger, and I wish I had it, but I'm trying to now. But every time I look at something, every time I read something, I learn a little bit. Y'all let me know when Lakeisha get on the show. Y'all let me know. When Lakeisha pop up, y'all let me know. When I look at some, he joined the party at 20. He was the leader of the party at 21. And he was so impactful in that time, a year's time, that they wanted to assassinate him. Don't that make you think about that a little bit more? What that makes you? Huh. Y'all, I never thought about that, y'all, until today. You know, just in my quest for knowledge, I was thinking because yesterday was, I think what it was, I hate to say anniversary. What was my mono yesterday? But yesterday they commemorated me yesterday. Uh, they assassinated. Yeah, they assassinated him. But I talked about him yesterday. It was his birthday. I mean, that's the day they assassinated him. But I was just thinking about it, y'all. What could that man do in a year? It's some of us been on this earth for 50, 60 years. Ain't done shit. Excuse my language. But always read about and running our mouth about stuff. Ain't done nothing. What was so... I got some more reading to do on this young kid. I got some stuff on him, but I got some... A year? 21 years old, y'all, they killed him. What did this man have in him at 21 that they didn't want us to get? That's what I think about that. They are talking about the Jaguars lost last night. Well, they lost. Don't matter. You know, don't matter because they lost. The quarterback got hurt. Quarterback don't get hurt. Quarterbacks are very important. You just hope that little old quarterback of yours don't get hurt over there, Dale. Little old Dakota Rain Prescott. Mr. Not standing for the anthem Prescott. I mean, you're not kneeling. I'm standing. I'm standing with my owner, Jerry Jones. I'm standing with my boss, Mazza. You let me get on him. But let me get there. Man, golly, I just hate this. I should have took some medicine, but the medicine make me drowsy, so I didn't want to do this. But y'all, please let me know when Lakeisha get on the field. Because I shared with y'all some yesterday. Yeah. No, not a Doug. Doug, I went, like I said, I went to the foundation's, Bernadine Foundation's mistletoe jam the other night. And, you know, we went in at 4:00, but we came out, it was about 8, 9. It's colder. So I'm standing outside talking to somebody for an hour, not realizing I can't be out there without my head covered. You know, and I didn't. So what I did was, you know, and I felt it, Doug. After I got through, I felt it. And as soon as I got in the car, I felt it. But I'll be out. It'll go through me. It'll come in, and I'll be out. He said, "What?" It's what Doug said. Dak said for real. Yeah, Dak said that. What are you talking about? He did. I was standing with Jared. Chris Charles, he happy. He happy than a I can't say those words. See, y'all make me so comfortable. I be saying the words to my mom and my grandmama, all them people you say. I know I can't do that on the show, Robert. You got to do better, Robert. But the in season tournament, y'all got to hold up a minute. Y'all got to hold up. Y'all just got to hold up. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna push mute. I pushed mute on y'all. Y'all couldn't hear me. Oh, I had to clear that out. Lakeisha, did you get what I sent you? Because I saw that you asked about y'all yesterday. let me, nothing bad. Keisha, this is what Keisha, matter of fact, you did something that I promote and I love, right? I don't know if y'all remember, yesterday I talked about December 4th, 1969, chairman of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party, Fred Hampton, was assassinated yesterday, 21 years old. And I was wondering, what did this young man do? And I told a story about some doctor's study about the behavior of people. So, about comparison, I told people, I'm going to repeat it today. I told people, don't compare yourself. So I said, you will not compare yourself, because people compare players, people compare women, people compare this. I sent Lakeisha, hold on, let me finish, and I'm going to show you what she did, and I loved. I said there were two professors did a study, and the study went something like this. They asked the research subjects a simple question. Share the show, because I don't want nobody to get back. They don't get this. The question they proposed was, you are looking for a job. Let's say Eric Boone and Johnny Arnett, they looking for a job. Y'all the participants. And you have two job offers. Job A is going to pay you $100,000. Sean, I sent it to your Twitter. I sent it to your Twitter. I hope that's the same Lakeisha on Twitter. But the professors, they did a study, and their subjects, they said, job A is going to pay you $100,000. But your coworker will make $200,000 a year. Job B is going to pay you $50,000 a year in a company where your co-workers, gonna make $25,000 a year. The professors found that fully 50% of Americans, notice I said Americans, chose job B. Get the $50,000 just so they make more than the other. It's actually at the heart of what is wrong with America, he says. Because these people don't want to do better for themselves. They actively want somebody else to be doing worse than them. Some of y'all probably had these feelings. Y'all been around people that had these feelings. I know I hit when Lakeisha said, where did you get this study? I sent it to her. That's why I say whatever I say, I back it up and send it straight to her. In that study, it was not about them making money. They were more concerned with what other people were making and not what they're making themselves. Have you ever been like that? Keeping up with the Joneses? I just want to have the biggest house. But thank you, Lakeisha, for asking. I'm glad you just didn't say, Robert, I'm not just finna listen to this. Where you get this information? Girl, wait till you get to reading that study. I don't play with this. I told you. They call me the butcher. You can call me the butcher. I'm going to serve it to you raw. Now you got to season it yourself. Now you got to go and get that information yourself. But I love that, Lakeisha. You just don't, you don't know. You guess what? Because you said, Robert, you could have just made that up. And I send you to the research. And then if you go down at the bottom, it's footnotes from the doctors. They tell you everything. From the professors. So But y'all, I just wanted to know when Lakeisha got on the feed. Lakeisha, I'm glad. Y'all, I like that. I like that. And I missed it on the screen, Lakeisha, but somebody went and caught it for me. That's why I sent that to you last night. But the in-season tournament, y'all, somebody told me, Robert, the players ain't gonna. What is this about, Robert? That's why I love Mindy Collins. Mindy Collins said, Robert, I don't even understand what this in-season. Did y'all see the game last night between even bits and pieces of it? The games last night, Boston and Indiana, really was a close game, but Indiana just pulled away at the end. New Orleans beat Sacramento, close game, but they listen, this all happening in November. I mean, early December. We used to don't talk about basketball until December, to after Christmas. Let me tell y'all something. This in-season tournament, I tried to tell you. Robert, you excited about it. I ain't the only one excited. Hold on. I got something for you. Share the show. I think I got something for you. Watch this.
Halliburton ahead of the field. Naismith drops the hammer.
Are y'all watching the players on the sideline? But the players don't care, Robert. Look at the players on the sideline. So can't nobody tell y'all. The players don't care, Robert. I just got through talking about this boy Tyrese Halliburton the other day. Coach Freightman.
Halliburton
y'all
in the field. Naismith drops the hammer.
Somebody said, but Robert, will the players care? We need more games like this, Chuck. Chuck, I love the game of basketball. Chuck, I'm sorry. Some of y'all love football. I love the game of basketball. I've studied that game. I've represented people in there. And some people are still so stupid, they think just because I got good, bad football clients that I love football. No. If I had a choice to go to a football game, a basketball game, I'm going to a basketball game. Every day. It's indoors. I don't like to be outside. Unless I'm playing golf. It was Tyrese Halliburton's coming out party because they don't play him. They don't play him on TNT. Y'all got a chance to see him. Regular basketball fans know who he is. He got this weird shot. The guys on the bench are into it. This thing is crazy. You had the feel of a college basketball tournament, one and done. They was one and done. Boston done. Who else done? Fox and them done. Sacramento done. They can take a day off. Sean. Adam Silver is a Matt Sean in the beginning. You wasn't sold on it, was you? Hey, one of the most greatest sports minds on this show, Mindy Collins. She didn't understand it. Some of the players didn't understand it. That's why I tried to explain it to you on the show. And everybody said, Robert, you sure excited about it. Yes. Yo, this in-season tournament, man, is here to stay. Had an NBA playoff feel to it. Yo, Indiana playing a meaningful game. They ain't played a meaningful game. I don't know since Reggie Miller left. But I'm looking at the in-season tournament. They got the most impactful players. Tyrese Halliburton, number 1. Jokic, number 2. Damian Lillard, number 3. LeBron James, number 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo, number 3. That's 2 bucks that's been balling. Let's find out, can we get 2 more of somebody else's team? That's 2 Milwaukee Bucks in the top 5. Luka Doncic, number 6. Devin Booker, number 7. Joel Embiid, number 8. Anthony Davis, okay, that's 2 in the top 10. Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Number 10 is Jalen Brunson. A lot of people, Mandy was, oh my God, Mandy, you should have heard him. What's up, Michael Smith? Michael Smith, did you take care of that guy? But I just want to let y'all, let me tell y'all something. Hey, Tyrese Halliburton, that's all I got I'm going to tell you about that. We talk a little bit about it later. But I saw Trevor Lawrence get hurt last night. And quarterbacks are very vulnerable, y'all. I didn't understand, though. Jacksonville game, why didn't they cart him off the field and had him walking off the field? He had to limp a long way. Y'all don't know, it's a long way from the dressing room to the field. If you ever been in a stadium, it's a long-ass way. And, you know, they had 2 guys, Hobo, in Florida, where all the golf carts in the world are there. Where was the golf cart? That organization got to be the stupidest. My $400 million, $300 million quarterback. See, y'all, I watch how people take care of people. I'm going to tell you why shortly. You watch how people take care of you. In restaurants, people supposed to take care of you. Then you're supposed to show them gratuity. I like to be taken care of. I don't care if he didn't want to get. Thank you, Corey. Corey. And show me that the organization get your ass on this thing anyway. You get on the golf cart anyway. You, the employee, get your ass on this golf cart. He want to be a No. Tells me something about the organization. Peyton Manning would have got on the golf course. It matters. But y'all, it's outrageous to me the amount of star quarterbacks that have went down this season. Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrows, Trevor Lawrence. These top quarterbacks. I was just thinking about that last night. Then I was thinking about Tyrese Halliburton last night. Y'all, that was I meant to tell y'all, that was his his second ever national TV game of his career. Because he played with sorry-ass Sacramento. Sacramento, dumbass, gave him away. And Indiana. Cousins ain't one of the top quarterbacks. Notice I said the top quarterback. I think you missed it. Star quarterback. Kirk Cousins. He might be a star to you. He ain't no star to me. Now he got to get on that cart. But hopefully, y'all know who Tyrese Halliburton is now. Hopefully. I tried to tell y'all. You got to get, some of y'all. I was thinking about this damn Shannon Sharp is off the chain. I didn't know that after I get off the show, people be sending me stuff. Do y'all know this man said when Emi Udoka got into it with LeBron, Shannon said, it was me. I would have said, you're messing around with one of them and cost you your relationship. Michelle Obama said, they go low, we go high. He talking about when I go low, I'm going to the basement. I was thinking about that. Shannon, you misquoted, sir. That ain't cost him his relationship. he didn't have him and Nia wasn't together, Shannon, and ain't nobody gave you that memo yet. Let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, him and Nia was not together. 7 years talking about in engagement. But he should have said it cost him his job. That's what it did. It cost him his job. But Tyrone Caldwell, I don't think these people balling for that $500,000. These guys are playing in meaningful games now that they ain't never played. This is the second time that Tyrese Halliburton ever been on TV, national TV, Tyrone. These guys said, wait a minute. Oh my God, that Mindy Collins. What you just said, woman, I'm going to show you how you read my mind. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you. Let me show you what I pulled up, Mindy. Mindy. That's for you, Mindy. Mindy. They brought up that, Mindy. Talking about LeBron used to cook Emmy Adoka. Them LeBron sexuals, Mindy, look what they do. That's why Emmy cussed him out. LeBron used to cook him. Mindy, you can't have a fair conversation with bronsexuals. You just can't. Shout out to University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, SWAC, women's basketball gets a huge, 78-76 victory on a road against SMU. Congratulations, ladies. Y'all, I tried to pick this thing up, and I hope I did it right. But I saw some in a football game this weekend. I saw a highlight that I got to show y'all. Please let me. Please, I hope I found that play. Here it is. Y'all got to see this.
Morgan at the 10.
I guess it was a kickoff. I mean, a punt return. But I'm going to walk y'all through it. This, let me tell you something. To me, football is so much about mental toughness. It's digging deep. It's doing whatever you need. Let me put my face on the screen. I don't want y'all think y'all talking to somebody. Let me find my face. Can I find my? Maybe I need to bring that up a little bit more, Robert, so I don't have to look at it so far. But I want y'all to watch this young man. Y'all got to watch this. Iowa versus Michigan. And this dude had a touchdown.
Morgan at the 10. Morgan.
Now the guy right there who missed him, number 4, he gonna miss the first tackler and he gonna fall down, right? But watch this.
Inside the 10, makes 2.
He get back up. Y'all see him get back up? Y'all see him? Let me go back. I want y'all to see. I don't want y'all to miss nothing.
Morgan inside the 10.
Flat on his face. Got back
2
up.
people missed.
See, I'm finna go get it.
Morgan had a scheme with the
Watch it. Running through people. Watch it. Running through people.
Watch out.
Watch it. Running through people.
Down the sideline.
Watch it.
Morgan knocked out of bounds inside the 5.
The young man name is Cohen.
Morgan at the 10.
Cohen Intringer. Unbelievable. That white boy got some speed. He said, hold on, Halle, let my boy LeBron make it today. No. I don't. I don't like talking about LeBron. He ain't fun. I like him too. I'm talking about y'all. You sexuals. But I was thinking about some, y'all. And just watching how people, man, I was maybe this will help somebody over the holidays, just help somebody, right? I was thinking about something. I saw this. I got to sneeze 1 second. Hold on, I got to find. It's killing me, y'all. I must love y'all today. I must love y'all today because I'm about to sneeze one more time. I couldn't hit the button on that one. But let me know if anybody has ever stayed in the Ritz-Carlton. I need to know if anybody ever stayed in the Ritz-Carlton. Let me know. Somebody tell me, yes or no. Shout out to Parker, Washington, whoever that is. Hold on. Shout out to Parker, Washington of Travis High School, scored his first NFL TD. Shout out to Parker. Yeah. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles. Charles, I'm glad you're here. Cause let me show y'all something. Did I put the picture? Let me put it up on the screen. I got something for y'all. Mimi got a new menu, a revised menu. Hold on. They sent it to me today. Hold on. Let me send it to myself. Let me send it to the computer. I got three people that have been at Ritz-Carlton. I want to share some with y'all right quick. Might change your way of thinking. Mimi's menu. Watch this. I want to share some. Put it on the screen. Let me give y'all something. If you're hungry, let me give you something. If you ain't hungry, I still need you to go buy something else. This is a new menu. I just got to put this on there. When I get something new, y'all, watch this. Hold on. This is a new lunch menu. Just lunch menu now. Maybe gumbo and salad, shrimp or chicken salad, half a po' boy fries, side salad, pork chop with one side. What? $12. Wow. Six wing with one side, one flavor only. Fried fish or shrimp, $12. No substitutes, no discounts, no coupon. That's the new menu for Mimi's New Orleans Cafe and Oyster Bar. My main man Charles is on the feed. Y'all got it? Everybody see that? It's the lunch menu. Charles, lunchtime is what time? From what to what? Put it on the screen so I can talk about it. I got to hold on one more second. I got keep talking. Y'all. Y'all, the old man struggling today. They have deer heads and other stuff coming out the walls. What NBA team don't stay at one in Phoenix? Oh, Hatter, you need to use that netty party for. No, I got what I know what I'm doing. I got it, baby. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna be all right. Probably tomorrow I'm gonna be all right. But happy birthday, Freight. Ain't nobody tell me about your birthday, Freight. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I guess you wanted me to say it, and I said it. Happy birthday, Kevin Freeman. How you doing? All right. Okay. So the Ritz-Carlton. So now some people gonna understand what I'm talking about, right? So What kind of service would you expect to get if you were staying at a company like the Ritz-Carlton? Jonathan Griffin, you went last Saturday? Man, that's what I love to hear. Somebody else I just talked to last night, him and his wife went. Yesterday. Oh, it was Sunday. Okay, happy birthday. It was Sunday. Happy birthday. Can't forget. Thank you, Jonathan Griffin. This lunchtime right here. This lunchtime right here. Right here. Me. I made it big for you. Hold up. What I'm doing, Charles? Charles, what I'm doing to you? Oh, there we go. Can't do Charles like that's my main man. So back. So what kind of service would you expect to get? See, the reason I like Mimi's, I know the service that I expect. I know what I'm gonna get when I go out there. It's gonna be a level of excellence, right? So what kind of service would you expect when you stand at a company like Ritz-Carlton? Top, right? Stellar, right? Top shelf. Would it make a difference what part of the world you in? No, absolutely not. Because I've been to them all over the world. Why? Because you have created a repeatable. This all my business owners out here. Y'all need to get this and put this. Everybody who's starting a business or in business, whatever you do, if you got a scouting service, whatever your business is, if you are an evaluator, if you're a college coach, if you're a high school coach, the reason I like the Ritz-Carlton is why? Because they have created a repeatable, consistent experience across thousands of employees. And one of the reasons that they've been able to do this is because of their BAM. In business, BAM. Y'all know what that means? I'll tell you in a minute. Anybody that knows anything about, it's called the business actual mantra. That's BAM in business. Business actual mantra. Do anybody know what their business actual mantra is for Ritz-Carlton? A lot of y'all need to adopt this. Mention Chop Shop and you get a lunch menu anytime for those light eaters. Oh my God, I love it. Ritz-Carlton. I got a story I got to tell you about this because we need to hear stuff like this. Because a lot of us, we're in business. A lot of us, we're doing stuff. Players, players. If you want to be a top flight player, people expect certain things, repeatable, consistent things from you. Doug always talk about consistency. People, when we're doing stuff, we go to these events, we expect y'all to create a repeatable, consistent experience across your employees. Even if evil as security guards, evil as anybody in your organization, if they effed up, you messed up. I don't care how cool you are with them. Y'all feeling me? Talking about Ritz-Carlton. But do anybody know what their business mantra is? Their BAM, their business actual mantra? See, y'all in business world, we call it BAM, business actual mantra. For the Ritz-Carlton, guess what it is? It's very simple. I know y'all know. It's one sentence. It's Ritz-Carlton. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. That is the business actual mantra for the Ritz-Carlton. And I don't think it's just a hotel thing. I think it's a life thing. We are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. And we treat everybody else in that capacity. Jay Wright, the coach. And y'all, I hope y'all instilling this in your kids too. You know, some of y'all just listen to the show. Oh, it's Robert Hancock. I'm just gonna tell it out here. I know some of y'all feel that way, but I'm gonna still smile because I'm a gentleman. Then I hope I'm serving ladies and gentlemen. I come on in anyway and allow you to come on anyway. I know who you are. It's okay. But Jay Wright said something, former coach of Villanova. Young players, where is your mindset after something bad happens to you? Because I've been hearing some stuff in this basketball community, high school basketball, college basketball. You know, you want your kid to get a college scholarship so he can go to college, he can play college, then you want him to go pro. But if your son on a team anywhere, where is his mindset? If his son in the business world, where is his mindset when something bad happens to him? They create in their practice, Villanova practice, mamas and daddies. So when you send your kid off to college, you send your kid to high school, and you always whine about, well, the coach ain't. At Villanova, they create adverse situations in practice just to see people's response. They train the behavior. In that Villanova championship, y'all remember, against North Carolina? Let me see that I have. Let me see that I have. Let me see that I got that video. I want to show y'all something. Did I put Villanova? Oh yeah. Watch this.
Out of all the games that I've been able to witness in person, the Villanova game was probably the greatest game I've been at, not as a player.
They're going to have to do something from the outside now. It's Page off balance, puts it. Oh! Impossible! Against. How did he do that?
You think how hard that was. And you go from 1 minute, you're like, we're this close to the national championship. Now we're looking at overtime.
I thought it was going to be marked as one of the top 5 North Carolina shots.
Now let me pause that for you. Because that was a hell of a shot, right? Hell of a shot. We don't even talk about that shot too much no more. We don't talk about that shot too much no more. Because it was a shot after that shot. Watch this.
History of the game.
If Marcus Page had sent the game to overtime and North Carolina won, that would have been like one of the greatest moments in North Carolina history.
Trying to go length of the court with Arcidiacono. 3 seconds at midcourt. Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship. The national champions.
I just kept thinking, why was our big man at the, protecting the basket? It was like a second of disappointment, but then I had to get my composure because I had like some jerk next to me getting excited and going crazy. I've never seen him jump that high It's the last time I saw that he was on the Dream Team.
And the reason I wanted to share that with y'all, I wanted to share that with y'all, right? Marcus Page hits an off-balance shot. They had blown a 10-point lead. Villanova did. They had given up that a three before that one, right? The only thing you could have did wrong on that play was give up a three, and they did it, right? The mindset. What is your mindset, though, when something bad happened to you? And the guys, coach said they were coming from after Marcus Page hit that shot. They messed up. They know they shouldn't have gave that shot up, and they gave it up anyway. The guys was coming off the court to the huddle, and they were clapping, and they were saying, attitude, attitude, attitude. He said, no one guy complained. You let that man up. No one guy saying, you believe that shot? They were all in the huddle saying, this is what we do. Attitude. Attitude. Jay said it would have ended right there. All that other stuff, it ended right there. They would have had the greatest lesson of their life if it has just ended right there. When them kids came off the court, attitude. They didn't get down on each other. They didn't get down on each other. Jay said it could have ended right there. And then I was there, sitting next to Chris Walker, who was a Villanova graduate and former player, when Jenkins hit that shot. So mamas and old daddies, stuff go wrong all the time. We got to. I know some coaches going through it today because these kids don't understand the mindset after something happens bad to you. I know. I know. Some of y'all don't give it. I'm going to cuss it. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking about the people who might want to get something out of it. Ross said, we refer to that as tactical training. Your reactions with live fire under adversity. Thank you, Rod Wells. I'm glad somebody listened. But I'm going to pivot over here because I saw something, EYBL. I don't understand what's going on out here in this world. This is why I keep trying to help these people out. The EYBL's Scholastic Showcase Games is one of the several events that is certified by the NBA for scouts, including the Sunshine Prep Showcase at IMG Academy on December the 14th through 15th in Bradenton, Florida. That's one. And the Tarkanian Classic, December the 15th through the 21st in Las Vegas. The City of Palms Classic, December the 18th through the 13th at Fort Myers, Florida. And the Hoop Hall Classic, January the 11th through the 15th to Springfield, Massachusetts. The Throne National Championship, March 28th in New York City. And the High School Boys Basketball Nationals, April 4th through 6th, Brownsburg, Indiana, formerly known as the Geico National. The NBA will be allowed scouts to watch Cooper Flag and the other elite high school process during the in-season tournament in Vegas, according to the memo sent to the team. As part of the growing partnership with Nike, NBA teams will be permitted to attend Nike EYBL Scholastic Showcase Games. Scholastic, I mean with the school, December the 8th and 9th, including a game at the T-Mobile Arena, Montverde versus Link Academy. All of this is the same time what? The in-season championship is in town. See how they just make rules up when they want to? And so they can see Cooper Flag versus Trey Johnson. Jimmy, I'll let him talk about it a little bit more because I'm a little more critical. He deal with them guys, but I thought that would be interesting. And just in case you didn't know, but I got something else I wanted to share with y'all, and I didn't put it up on the screen. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to know, do y'all know this player right here? Hold on. Do y'all know this player? Hold on. I'm going to put him up there in a minute. Trying to find it. Oh, I don't have it. Thought I had it. I'll wait. I want to go down. Talk a little bit about what's up, basketball recruiting. I wonder will they eventually be able to scout the state champion invitational too? What is the state champion invitational? And the grind session. What are those? Are those Nike events? Aaron Wilford. Let me so y'all don't think I'm just talking to myself. Let me put these two comments on here. Are these Nike events? Aaron Wilford. Because I think I said Nike and the NBA partnership. I wonder will they eventually. Are these Nike, these events you talking about? What is the state champions invitational? What is that? I ain't never heard of it. What is that? What is that? Come on now. Grind session. What is that? The move towards scholastic leagues give travel teams more influence over recruitment and allowing college coaches to recruit during. Yes, absolutely. That event is in Tampa. That event is in Tampa still ain't telling me nothing about the event. What are these events? If you're going to put it on the screen, say what it is, say what they are. I wonder will they eventually. What are those events? Why would they? I guess you can't type fast enough. Okay. All right. So you just wondering when they go just open it up to everybody. I just said they got a partnership with Nike. And you can probably help them, Bob, a little bit. Nike and the NBA. Aaron Wilford. Let me repeat that again. Hold on. Let me go. The Nike EYBL, just in case you didn't hear me. The event, a promoter, got state champion invite is Nike. CIS is public state champions playing against each other. It's Nike. They separate the prep schools from. I still don't know what you're talking about. Well, I put it like this. I don't know. He said, no, it's not. See there? This is why I don't repeat. This is why I let y'all know these people saying this. I don't know what the hell Aaron Wilford talking about. I ain't got no idea of what he talking about. So y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with Robert Hallen. This Aaron Wilford, he out there on his own. I'm trying to tell him. I was trying to help him, but and Bob says not. It's an event put together to compete. Okay, all right. And they already in bed with Geico, so I tried to give you the story. Read the story first. Go read the story, and maybe you'll understand a little bit. Trey, we already talked about Arkansas Pine Bluff, and they'll win. Shout out to Don Thornton. Yes, shout out to Don. We talked about that. You know, I talked about that first. Let me keep going. Let me go. I was good though, Erwin. But Erwin come on, man. Come on. All right. I got 3 hard truths. Bob, I'm glad you're here. Share the show, everybody. Somebody sent me this about basketball crew. They said 3 hard truths high school basketball players need to understand before they step on a college campus to play basketball. Because y'all be in a hurry to get there. Y'all be mad at Doug when he don't rank you. He ain't saying nothing about my son. Can I pay you to talk about my son? Can I? But mamas, before he ever get there, if he get there, they say it's 3 hard truths. The truth. What's that? Do what the coach said. Why would I recruit a high schooler if I can recruit a guy who already knows what it's like to be a college basketball player? Time management. The day you step on campus, you will be ruled by a schedule. Mama, you need the video. You need to splice this out and keep playing this over and over. You can go to YouTube. You can go and push the cursor and cut this part out. The day you step on a college campus, you will be ruled by a schedule, son. So getting prepared now. School, class, homework, studying, basketball, workouts, lifts, film, social, friends, family. You'll be ruled by a schedule. Urgency is everything. Urgency is a combination of focus and execution. I was at a college basketball practice recently, and the coach taught the starters to set a play. An hour later, he asked the backups to execute it. Ask yourself, am I locked in practice? You got to give this information to your son, because he told me, he said, you're replaceable. I ain't trying to be doom and gloom to you. Alfio said the portal is jumping, and some of these people are being forced to get in the portal. We can talk about that. See, you're not just competing with your class anymore, mamas. You're competing with 3 classes above you and 3 classes below you. With the portal ready available for college coaches, they can move on from you just like you can move on from them. Just keeping it real with you. Y'all can tell when I've been talking. When I'm talking to these college coaches, I'm taking notes for you. I ain't got no kids finna go to college. I'm taking notes for you and your kids. And this JUCO thing, it can be a fantastic option for so many recruits. But listen to me, mamas and daddies, it isn't for everyone. The JUCO route, it's a dog-eat-dog world and only getting more intense. It's grown adults hoops and life at them JUCOs. I've seen it break as many as I've seen it help make. Put your big boy and your big girl pants on if that's the route that you choose. And Jimmy, I just wanted to add that to him. talked to college coach, man, and he was talking to me. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I was glad I was on the phone, because if I was in person with him, he would have thought I was, because I just took note. I'm trying to clear you up. Because they talk so damn much, y'all. I just take note after note after note after note. When I be on the phone, I just take notes, because I know I can't remember all that stuff. You know, that's why when y'all talking, and I'm talking on this show, y'all better take notes. But y'all got the advantage to go back but when you talking to people, Jimmy, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I don't even like to be in person. Because Jimmy, when I'm in person with several of them, Jimmy, I'm going up under that table like this. Because I know by the time we get through hanging out and kicking it, I'm forgot. And it's something that y'all gonna need to get. And Jimmy, I hope you heard what the coach. I just got that last night, but no, a couple of nights ago. And so I just wanted to share that with you. What you got, baby? What's that?
Oh man, that's it. I mean, see, it wouldn't be this bad. And you guys know I stay on the necks of the people that influence these kids and their mammas and pappas. I stay on y'all necks. And think about it. Why would I stay on these guys' necks? Because if you getting on them that hard, they perceive it as though you're attacking them. And then when they perceive as though you're attacking them, then they say, you know what? We ain't gonna play in his event. We go play in Marcus Sloan event. So because he don't want to talk. He always coming out down there. But no, I'm holding when I get to understand something, I'm holding you accountable. And if holding you accountable means that's what's at risk, then I am willing to risk it for the state of the basketball in our community. Most people aren't willing to take that risk because it will hurt them economically. My thing is this, I'm betting on the community. So that means, guess what? You go over there and guess what? You get coddled into thinking that, you're doing it, but at the same time, my point is, if so many of you would, and it's just funny because I had this conversation just last night, and you bring the sermon up. Here's the thing. If more you, the grown folks that most people have influence, one of the things that y'all tout, T-O-U-T, to the parents and to the kids is that you are experienced in what you do. Let's follow me now. If that be the case, then you should know what level of talent it takes to play at certain of these colleges. If you are experienced, as you claim you are, then you're supposed to know if this kid has a fighting chance at going to the college that you are recommending or influencing them to go to. Some situations are kamikaze missions for some of these kids, mentally, physically, and talent-wise. They are behind the 8 ball, against the rail when it comes to the reality of them playing at the team. Now, guess what? There are a lot of kids out there. If you would do diligence and speak with them more. And I just had this conversation last night with a parent. These kids, the 12th graders, 17, 18, in some cases 19 years old, they have the help of the internet, which we did not have when we were that age. These kids have the help of maturing, the opportunity to mature their brains in ways in methods that's expedited beyond our imagination when we were that age. So if that's the case, then these kids, talk to your kids. They are prepared to handle a conversation. The thing is, many of you parents aren't willing to engage and handle the conversation from fear of what your kid how he might respond to you. Talk to your kids. And that's the start of this. The kids mainly want to make their parents proud. What kid won't want to do that? That's a human nature behavior trait. They want to make you proud. But you think, and you have made these kids believe that the primary way to make you proud is to excel in this particular sport. Now, the kid don't understand how much money that you put into it. Talk to the kid and explain to him without demeaning them and making them feel that they owe you something back. That was your choice to put that money up under that sport. You could have put the same damn money towards a forensic camp, a stem cell camp, or whatever it takes academically to get that kid excelled or an advantage towards the ultimate goal. You chose to do that. Now you making this kid feel guilty that he has to excel, and the kid at some point really don't even want to play no more because it ain't fun.
So you think it's parents out there, from what you just said, are, I don't like the word living through them, but they having problems with their kid because they're not excelling? Because I spent this money, you got to excel. I done spent this money, you got to be great at this. I've been spending this money, you got to be. You think it's parents out there that's doing that?
No, I think it's kids out there who've been led to believe that they must do it. They must excel.
Also, let the kids know that you don't have to excel. Okay, I got you. Because that was scary. That's
Let
scary.
the kid know when it ain't fun no more and you don't want to do it, then it's time to talk. That don't mean stop. Find out what's the why, because there may be something that ain't fun about it that you might need to know.
And Jimmy, Lakeisha just said something key. And this is not just a one-time conversation with your kid.
Oh,
this is constant learning. Thank you, Lakeisha. Constant learning. You're grooming them. I tell people all the time, Jimmy, I hear Rob, my son, be talking about, man, yeah, I chose to go to Cornell. You ain't chose to go to no damn Cornell. I groom you. But guess what? It's all right. Parents, I'm finna give you a secret. Let him think he doing it. He thought Jimmy, all I want is the results. He feeling his heart that, oh man, I chose. No, I kept putting situations in front of it and groom him into make proper decisions and letting him know, dude, this is where you want to be. Even after basketball is over with, where you want to be? Do you want to be the person that started the company, or you want to be the person that's looking for a job for the company? You have to, parents, you have to groom them. If your son is running around talking about he's gonna be a basketball player for a living, you better groom his ass in a whole nother thing. Because you're talking to a guy that spent 40 years in this industry, and it don't happen. Frank Mason. Jimmy, what you remember Frank Mason? Frank Mason used to play for Kansas. Jimmy, Frank, I'm going to give y'all a picture. Jimmy, he was All-American, McDonald All-American, all that, killing every year, destroying college basketball.
They thought De'Aaron Fox supposed to go and play behind him at Sacramento.
Dude,
he supposed to been the guy De'Aaron Fox wasn't gonna stand a chance behind him because he was a finalist.
Guess where he at now? Overseas. Parents, this dude was creme de la creme. Now hold on, Jimmy. Sacramento did miss on that boy. I don't know how the hell they let that boy Halliburton go, and we got Sabonis. Hey, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Sabonis ain't chopped liver either. Sabonis ain't child
Y'all
support.
can have Sabonis. Hey, this boy here. Hold up. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to interject and come back, Jim. Ain't but two people in the NBA is average over 25 points and over 10 assists. Ain't but two of them. He one of them. Sabonis ain't on that list. But keep going. Let's go. Ain't but two people. Him and Trae Young. In case you didn't know. He talking about he was short. I don't care how short he was. We talking about high school basketball. And Pat, and hold on, Paul Miranda. Shit, most of these players out here short. Most players are short anyway. He talking about he too short. He's short. Short ain't got nothing to do with it. But keep going, Jimmy. Talking about short.
So that's some food for thought, and that's why I mentioned earlier, you guys, why I stay on the necks of people that have influence, because everybody's influenced by somebody. Everybody's influenced by somebody, and that's why I stay on it, because of being accountable. So once again, you guys understand it's not an attack on the individual, but hit dogs will often holler. And a lot of these people, they get these, we talking, and some people might say, man, he talking about you. No, this is a general. You think about this. When you go, have you ever been to church and this particular Sunday, it feels like the pastor or the sermon is directed at nobody else in the building but you?
Every Sunday. To me.
And you feel like you look on, and if somebody that knows that's sitting there with you, accompanying you, they may elbow you. You ever been elbowed in church before? Now, I ain't talking about when you're nodding off going to sleep when you was a little kid. I'm talking about as a grown-up, and somebody may have gnawed you or kick you on the heel with their shoe to let you know that they know that that sermon is coming your way. And this is how sometimes it feels for those who may be watching and receiving some of the stuff from the Chop Shop. It's not at you, it's for you. And it's for you.
Jimmy, I don't care, Jimmy. Jimmy, you know what I said earlier? I told him, y'all can call me the butcher. I said, cause I'm gonna serve it to you raw. You can season the way you want to. I'm gonna give it to you raw. Y'all got to understand. And guess what? I ain't gonna lie, one of his parents, one of these days I'm gonna tell y'all her name. She came, I don't know why y'all be telling the mamas and that they gonna do what they want anyway. And her ass ain't lying, because she did what the hell she wanted anyway. And I sure did one of Jimmy's favorite things. And how did that end up for you?
They don't never answer that question, but I really be wanting
No. I know how it ended up. It ain't ended up good, Jimmy. It ain't ended up good. It ain't ended up, but all we can do, because it's gonna be some parent. It's gonna be one parent. I met a cooler parent this weekend. It's gonna be some parents that listen, and it's okay. But Jimmy, a lot of players are calling me and telling me they were forced in the portal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm letting y'all know it's not always the players leaving. There are two sides to the story. I'm just letting you know. So y'all don't be talking about these players dumb. These players come, they hopping in the portal, because you know, especially basketball, what 43%, Jimmy, I think, of basketball transfer portals interest from last season did not make it to another roster the following season.
Yeah. And that also includes walk-ons. Now, I don't, they count them in the number as well.
Okay, it's okay. Don't matter. That's a lot.
So no, that mean the reason that the walk-on mean you paid your money to go to the college. Or you didn't get a scholarship, put it like that. You might have gotten aid, you might got some grants, you might got whatever you qualified for. But that means that whatever the reason that you went there, academic reason that you went to that school, you lied to somebody. Because if that's the case, then why you just stop playing basketball and go and fulfill your academic requirement? Because that scholarship or that grant money is not going to continue to come if you don't meet the academic requirement that's in the paper, in that word, in the verbiage. Meaning you must have a 3.0, or you must have a 3.5, or you must do this, or you must. So that means you lied. That means it wasn't even about that. You tried to swoo your way all the way through the line and thinking that it was just that easy. That's the thesis of what I'm talking about today. People that are in the influence. First of all, and it's truth. Last season, we opened up the doors to invite you guys on a regular basis that lived in the Greater Houston area to attend college games. We told you guys how you can get the tickets. We had some of the people from the schools come and join us on the Chop Shop. That way you can get the music from a different set of speakers. They told you how you can come and bring these kids and get in free. So all that over, it's gonna cost this. If he's a student athlete, 10th grade or higher, he or she, they are able by legally from the NCAA permissible to get 3 tickets. Them plus 2. Now, a school like University of Houston that don't have the seating capacity that they did 3, 4, 5 years ago, they are limited on the amount that they can extend per game because they're sold out a year in advance going into the Big 12. Understand it's a different circumstance, but still, for the most part, if you're a recruitable student athlete for University of Houston, they will just almost like getting on campus and going Greek. If you don't get there and say, I want to be a Q dog, I'm going to be a cap early on. Later on, you can do that. But early on, they seek out and they tap and they identify the ones that they want, that they think are their type. They come and they find you. It's kind of like being a Mason. It's kind of like being a traveling man. You don't go and say, I want to go and be and be of the 32 degrees. You don't go, they come and find you. But if you're that type of prospect.
But Jimmy, this NIL done changed some stuff though. Because the idea, you just go to D1 if you get an offer because you can always transfer. That idea, y'all, it sounds good. Cause you go D1, you get you some what y'all call it, the NIL money and all that. But this is what a mid-major coach, this is what they are warning you about when you transfer up. You know, Jimmy, I remember you talking about transfer up and laterally. Last year, I think NEC conference, whatever, I forgot that name. It's called the NEC. The defensive player of the year and the player of the year name was Jordan Minor, okay, from NEC conference. Where Merrimack is in that conference, Jimmy. Last year at Merrimack, Jimmy, he averaged 17 points a game, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, I think, 33 minutes a game, Jimmy. And they won the championship, right? This year, he moved up to Virginia through 6 games. Through the first Virginia's 6 games. 1.7 points per game. 1.7 rebounds per game. 0.2 blocks a game. And 6 minutes a game. But he got Virginia, and maybe he got some NIL, Jimmy. So, but Jimmy he went from 33 minutes a game to 6 minutes a game. He was player of the year in that conference. Defensive player of the year also. What you think? You want the numbers again? Huh? It's levels. Okay.
It's levels. Uh-huh. And that's the thing. See, understand something. There's a young man in Houston right now that has scored 40 points 4 times this season. He in the 11th grade, 6'3". He scored 40 points at least 4 times already this season. He scored 53 this past weekend. I take that and you run with it. And I explained to a guy the other day, take that and run with it. But don't you dare go and wave that in the face of a kid that's a top shelf kid and say this kid needs to be top 5, top 10 in the area because he scored 53. Don't do that. Because you put the kid in an unfair situation where you're forcing somebody publicly to show you and prove to you that it's levels. Take the 53, take the 43, take the 40, take the 41, take them and run with it and rejoice with it. Mind you, but otherwise, if you come and dangle it in me and try to challenge and say, well, why isn't he ranked in the top 5? Ain't none of those guys scoring like that. There ain't a single kid that he scored those points against that has a chance in hell of playing Division I basketball.
This has happened. Because I admit this has happened because you slipped. This happened recently.
Yeah, right now.
Who scored 53?
He's on the front of the website, rcssports.com.
Okay. All right. So you telling people
I'm applauding, understand. I'm just throwing it out there as a PR, as a FYI. Let's rejoice and have fun with it. That gets people attention. That's the start.
That's okay. All right.
But don't go and make this. In other words, there are some guys out there that was lighting up on the chitlin circuit in grassroots basketball. And one of those sneaker teams picked them up. You heard the story before. You guys seen it. It happens every year. Sneaker team picks them up, and they go play sneaker ball. They go out there to the Under Armour or the 3SSB or the EYBL and don't move the needle at all. So then people say, well, man, the coach, man, they ain't playing him right. No, the guys that he's playing against now are all collegiate, legitimate mid to high major prospects. The guys you were playing against before was the equivalent to playing in your PE class in middle school with the red ass rubber ball, the kickball. Remember you played kickball and you played basketball with the same ass kickball? What it's like playing. That was some of them kids you playing against. Like, so let that ride with that and just say, man, guess what? That's what it is. Alan, once again, we do anything to try to boost the self-esteem of the kids. I get that. I can understand that for some people. But you don't do it, you don't discredit others in doing so. And that's what people in this community have rapidly done. Rabidly, not rapid, rabid, like a rabid dog. Rabidly done is you make the kids believe that I'm their devil because they're ranked too low. That I'm totally against anything that's good for them because they're not ranked high enough. And the time has come to whereas many of you guys never thought the day would come. But the time has come when I'm pulling the stopper out of the tub and letting all the water out when it comes to the rankings. If you didn't know, RCS Sports is no longer doing rankings after January the 1st, 2024. So that means what's going to be your excuse now when it comes towards Jim Hicks and RCS Sports? I'm no longer going to be a part of that problem for the foreseeable future. Well, somebody asked me, how what they gonna do? What they gonna rank? They have other people that's ranking kids around here, and they use me as a prop for years to do their rankings. Hell, one year, you came in the game, and you just couldn't believe it. You went and looked on the website. A guy had actually copied and pasted to his website, which no longer exists. You couldn't believe it. You couldn't believe it.
I know, and he told me though, but no. He told me. He said, man, I like the way it went. I just copied and pasted everything he had. I said, what? Boy, I can't tell y'all this man's name. But yeah, he told me though. You know, he didn't lie. He said, hey man, I just copied and pasted that dude. Whatever he had, I like the stuff, and I copied and pasted it on my website. That's what he told me. He told me.
And how did that work out? Remember, you said
it didn't work out too good for him.
Son like
it didn't work out too
guys,
good.
do y'all understand? Do y'all understand if you're really paying attention? If you're really paying attention, when it come down to it and get down to the 12th grade, man, my success rate as far as identifying and putting them in the right range is about 90, 95, 98 proof. It's pretty good once it get down, because I'm not worried about how to group and who the best 9th grader, 10th grader. That's not as big a deal to me. Trying to find how many of them is first chair. That's the objective. In case you didn't know, I want to know how many we got that has the capability of being an All-American in the 9th grade. Then you sift that through to the 10th grade. How many dudes do we have? How many guys that go out there in the non-scholastic season, take the mantle, move the needle, and change their lives in regard to recruitment? That's what you look at. Not a guy that's saying, well, just because you saying it. And I asked you before, Heather, there's a lot of kids out here that's unsigned. And a lot of them probably had an offer at a time or two throughout their high school career. I'm talking about 12th graders now. 12th graders. And you guys follow me on this. And remember, we still do, but we hit the nail so hard back during the fall in August, September, warning young men who only had one offer or less, or one or two offers, to go ahead on and stop playing with these colleges, commit. Back earlier in the summer, you got an offer now, you did well, you didn't have none before, commit. You can change your mind later. You can't sign until the second Wednesday of November in regards to basketball. We warned you guys. We told you guys. Oh, you know what happened? For every time that we preached it, there was somebody going after the show or text messaging somebody during the show. Hey, man, you see what they saying? They trying to get you to commit. Man, you ain't gonna listen to them. They don't know what they talking about. Which one of them had a basketball scholarship? Which one of them played at this right here? I know what I'm doing. So now I challenge you to go and get and call that SOB right now and ask him, why did he cost your baby $250,000 in scholarship money? They probably could have, or how did it working out for you? And why are you still trusting in a person that basically placed your kid on a decision to prevent him from that type of opportunity? But you still go rock with that. You still go rock with them. This, I'm talking about holding you accountable. I'm holding everybody, especially these rankings. Ain't no more rankings now. We can get it in now. Back to the old RCS Sports VIP news now.
So it's some people just going out, influencing other people's kids about where they should go play basketball. That's what you're telling me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's some people that have stopped or prevented, because of the information they gave to them parents, prevented this kid from getting a scholarship.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Also, the kid ain't got nowhere. You mean it's a kid out here that didn't happen to and ain't got nowhere to go?
Right now, nowhere to go.
Wow.
That had Division I scholarship.
That had offers.
Had offers on the table.
and didn't take one of those offers?
Because they were influenced not to by the person that has the influence. That's what that's the point that I'm getting to the parents and the relatives that are watching this right now. You know these people. So then once it happens, I'm not saying that they shouldn't share their thoughts and provide influence, but once they are that wrong, because that's the ultimate goal, Hatter. That's what the whole thing is about.
That's what I thought it was about.
So once they lead you astray on that decision, they don't need to be a part of your life no more. Right? Not right now. You could have did that on your own. You could have effed that one up on your own. You didn't need nobody that played this and played there and has this resume to go and make a bonehead decision like that. It's simple. It's simple. Why the hell aren't you committing? You can't sign until the second Wednesday of November. We're talking about back in the summer. You could change your mind every damn week if you wanted to. What type of obligation? Do you think these colleges are obligated to your ass before you sign? If they were, they wouldn't bring other people on visits in your position. They were that obligated to you. And you sit here and we make it seem like this is, understand, the mask has been taken off the wrestler. Mil Mascaras, Jose Lothario. I even thought Junkyard Dog at one time, and he used to wear a mask. Once the mask comes off, we can see, we learn a lot more things about this.
So now this is, see, y'all know some stuff that I don't know. Because Doug just said, and now they're making last-ditch phone calls. That's too late trying to save face. Wow.
Sad, man.
Y'all got to talk to me because
sad. Because all this while, they telling the parent, you've been watching that Chop Shop. See, they call it that Chop Shop. You been watching that Chop Shop. You watching them dudes. They don't know what the hell they talking about. So now, if we didn't know what the hell they talking about, it sure sound like we were more right than wrong. Right about now.
So it's just us. It's just the Chop Shop. The Chop Shop the only one. So the Chop Shop is the only one to give out correct information around here. So ain't nobody else that told the parents. It's just the Chop Shop.
There's a lot of people out there waiting and play Monday morning quarterback on the stuff. But see, this ain't the Chop. We got receipts. You can go back and look at shows months back. We telling you what was going to happen. Telling you.
Wow.
Why, and explaining you, challenging people. Why would you not?
Wow.
And here where we are right now. And then what happens is, Alda, here's the thing. A lot of the people, they realize now it's December. There are people in their senior class that has been completing registration packets and admission packets to colleges way back in the summer. There is money that was available. A pool of money is always available annually in different forms of facets, depending on what you may qualify for. But you waiting this late, a lot of that money has been earmarked, has been granted to some of your peers that may not be as athletic as you, that may not be as smart as your kid, that may not be as cunning as your kid. And guess what? Now you got to go and scrape the bottom up. You ever ate that gumbo, Hatter, and you got to the party late, and you trying to get that, you want some gumbo real bad, you get that spoon, you going up in there, ain't now shrimp left in the bowl, in the pot. You got
don't want it. But Jimmy, hold on. Herb Baker says something that's so near and dear to my heart because I experienced this year. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy, many of these offers the kids believe they have aren't even committable.
Okay, and how would you find out?
Because let me show you what I did. I got this from some guy. His name Jim Hicks, but he don't know nothing about nothing. He don't know nothing about something. So Jimmy, parent called me and said, "Okay, this I got this offer." Get what I told the parent, Jimmy. I'm finna give you your feather right now. You finna have a feather.
What you told?
I told the parents, do me a favor, call that coach right now and said, look, we want to come on a visit. I called you about this. We want to come on a visit right now. We got a certain player from our neck of the woods going to be playing football game that weekend. I said, can we get it? Can we come on that weekend? Can we come? Because, hey, we so happy. We'll commit now. That coach ain't called her back yet. But he called, after that, get what he asked her, Jimmy. Hey, mamas and dads, I'm finna give y'all the game. This happened this year. And he know what the hell I'm talking about. That's why he's smiling. Jimmy, guess what he told her mama? He said, I'm going to get back with you. Then he asked, who's helping you with your decision? He knew a bad mofo told her to say that because mamas don't usually say no shit like that. I'm keeping this stuff so real with y'all today.
So the coach asked her that.
He asked her, who is helping you? And all it, who helping you with your decision? In other words, some Negro is telling you right. Guess what? Coach ain't called mama back yet. I said, ta-da! And I got that from you. And get what? The parents be nervous and don't want to. I said, no, you want to know the truth, mama.
Yes, you want to. You should. Why would you not? Why would you want to prolong that?
Yes.
Why would you want to prolong that? That's the thing. Because the only thing I can think of why a parent would not want to know is because the person who influenced them to believe that offer was a real offer went so deep down the rabbit hole and telling them that it was making them believe it was the real deal that parent just cannot come to believe that person who sat at their dinner table, took their shoes off in their house, then picked their son up from school countless times, spent the night weekends with their family, played with kids, and just been so instrumental in the development of their baby would lie to them in such fashion. And all that person, the reason that person probably did that is because that person felt is that's what you wanted. So that's the shortcut. Remember, you're paying that person possibly in developmental and workout fees. So you're paying them with hopes of one day getting a scholarship offer. Follow me now. So if that be the case, some people don't learn how a cheat code in this game. The cheat code. Remember, you went to the grocery store, had after school, and you went and got change for $1. You went and bought you a lemonade or some juice or some Zuzus and Wham Whams that we called cookies back in the day. And you go to the front with that quarter and you stick it in Gallagher because you had a cheat code. You can put the tank all the way to the left side and the things won't hit you. So that was what a cheat code was. It's cool at first. But once everybody realized it's a cheat code, people ain't standing around the back of you watching you run the score up like they used to do when you first had the cheat code. Because it ain't cool no more. It's dead. It's played out. And that's what's happening right now with a lot of these offers. First of all, like once again, if that guy that's of influence you guys got to get smarter. Because if you look around the room and see the growing number of guys that's from grassroots basketball that are going and getting jobs in colleges, you could use that influence and go and steer some of these top kids that don't have offers now. If you get 3 of those kids right now, any combination of 3 top 30 unsigned or 3 top 40 unsigned from a city like a metropolitan area, and they parents are on board and the kids are on board, you can get a gig at a HBCU that's a non-Division I level. That's great experience. I was just telling a parent last night. They was like, "Well, they want my baby to go to Hampton." I said, "Okay." I have a hell of a story about Hampton to share with you guys. But first, let me inject and let me proceed. I said, well, if you want to have the HBCU experience that bad, to me, for a college kid, if y'all what you want him to do, why not go and send him to Houston Tillerson? That's right across the damn freeway from University of Texas, which is the party capital of the country. I'm just talking about for a college student. I'm not saying that city, that town, and the amount of colleges that surround that area for 19 to 23-year-olds is phenomenal. If you want the Houston Tillerson, why not go to Paul Quinn? Why not Wiley College? Why not some of those schools you still get the Tougaloo if you want to go to Mississippi, but that's not the same.
But what's wrong with Hampton?
Nothing wrong with Hampton.
Okay.
They want to play basketball. You go to those schools, that coach would go and stop what he's doing right now for this particular kid who I was talking to with the mama. He's an unsigned senior, and he's ranked in the top 40 of Greater Houston. So I say he can go there. That coach would find some money for him, and you have to pay out-of-state fees, out-of-state tuition. He can go and start there. Guess what? The amount of kids that stand at one school for 4 straight years while pursuing the sport of basketball is greatly diminished now, Adam. No matter where they go, ain't gonna be probably where they end up at. No matter how good of a decision that you think you're making. So why not save yourself some money, save yourself some time, and do this? Now back to the story about what school I said I had the story about? Was it
Hampton?
Hampton. True. This is a true story. And right before the COVID, that's what 2020, I think, something like that. That was a young man from out of this city. It was in a similar situation. He had no Division I offers. He had made all state. You follow me? All region. He had led his team in scoring, or one of the top 2 leaders in scoring, and didn't quite understand how the basketball could fail him. But what he did do, his parents were keen enough to take advantage of his academic resume. They applied. He was accepted into Hampton. But the kid, and they talked to him, I said, man, go talk with your kid. Find out if he really wants to play basketball, or does he really just want to please you and make you happy as a dad? And the dad did. And the kid say, Dad, I think I'm good enough. I got this. All I need is a shot. Dad calls me back. I call the coach over at Hampton. And I say, yo, we got a young fella coming your way, man. He really is a good kid. And as I talk more, you guys are going to know who I'm talking about. So I don't have a problem concealing this kid's name, because this story is probably going to be part of his testimony as he grows forward in life. So check this out. So the young fella, I talked to the coach. The coach agreed. First, the coach was reluctant. He was like, man, we know cheat sheet we said already. I said, coach, the kid is already going to school there. What he's asking me, and I'm asking you to do, is to let him come out there and shoot around with the kids and see what happens. Meet with him, sit down with him. He's a different type of kid, coach. So this type of kid can help your APR, right? So he goes, he meets, and the kid. So it's a done deal. They're going to accept him as a walk-on, Heather. Then the COVID strike. COVID comes, nobody can't fly, nobody can't move. So now everybody got his classes, time to start school. The young man doesn't go to Hampton. He taking online classes. So then the next semester comes around, he does that for 1 year. Because now he's like, man, the thrill is gone. You don't want to go on campus. Some people wearing masks, vaccine. You're fighting this civil dispute or on take the vaccine, not take the vaccine. So we're going through that phase now. We're emerging out of the COVID. This young man goes and he says, you know what? I wanted to go to Hampton, but I'm just going to go to TSU. So he goes to TSU as a walk-on. Same story. Coach at TSU, I don't know if I got room for this kid or not, but he met with the kid. You know what, kid, different type of kid. I take him. coach at TSU takes this young man as a walk-on. That was a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. The kid goes, and as a walk-on, an opportunity permits itself for him to play a couple of minutes here and there. Played. Next thing you know, this kid is in the starting lineup last year for Texas Southern University. His name is Kellen Farouk. Keelan Farouk from Westbury Christian High School by way of Jack Yates High School. True story. He's a starter at Division I level right now. He started multiple games in 2 different years. Started some this year. Johnny Jones Snobby might bring him out the bench, but he's started. Integral part of what they're doing right now. He got it out the mud, but guess what? He was highly favored academically, and raised by a good set of parents, business people. This young man at the time, well, I didn't want to. I omitted this part because they even knew what I was talking about. This young man was smart enough, understand, to during the COVID, he developed his own brand of sanitizer. And that became his nickname. The kids on the team right now today, they call him what, Hal?
Germatized.
That's what they call it. That's his nickname. That was the name of the stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Germatized, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of it.
We
Yeah.
bought this. It was some scented
Yeah.
hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Germatized.
Germatized.
And so I explained, I said, to the coach, hey man, this kid is a different type of kid. He has an entrepreneurial spirit. And not to belittle nobody else, but he fought and got it out of the mud. And now he's on his way to his second degree. While playing and starting basketball at Division I level. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So my point, I guess a point you can get from that is it's not too late. But if you're gonna go that walk-on route, you better prepare these kids to understand, especially for those of you who have influence over these kids and you played college basketball. If you played college basketball, there was a walk-on your team, possibly up to 4 of them. Think about how you treated those walk-ons then. What did y'all do to the walk-ons when you played? What did you say to them? How did they, what type of cred did they really have? That's what your son got to undergo, or possibly if he goes as a walk-on. Every kid ain't cut. Like how did you mention earlier? Every kid ain't cut for JUCO. Every kid ain't cut to be no damn walk-on. Most white kids that are walk-ons, somehow that family has a conversation with them and they understand the reason that they walk on and what they're trying to accomplish. Most of those dads of the white walk-ons, all they want is the opportunity for when they getting beat by 30 or they up by 30 for that kid to get in the game so they can get a picture of him doing a layup with that jersey on, because that picture is going to go behind his seat at the desk that at the family business, at the company. And they're going to be getting clients based on when they walk into his office, they're going to say, oh, you pooped. You played college ball? Yeah, man, I played ball. I played with this dude, that dude. Them are my dudes. So that's the purpose that they are buying into. They are selling and installing that into their kids. Black folk, most of our kids that's walk on, they are led to believe that they, you know what, you better than you supposed to be starting. They just ran out of scholarships. They just so we're gonna do it this way this year. That you're all of a sudden your situation is different. That's why it's so much reluctance and embarrassment when it comes down to the walk-ons, the black walk-on versus the white walk-on. I'll leave you guys on that. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's time to land this plane, and we got about 5 minutes. But it was good today. We hit a lot of stuff. Other than that, I can give you guys an update. I'm looking at some of the comments. You guys, yeah. Sonya Business, she wondered what happened to the little fella. He's starting. He had TSU playing. Little German tie. Jump time. And now he didn't grow by 3-4 inches. Don't get it twisted. I mean, that's beyond the control of anybody. Nobody saw that coming unless you were, a knee surgeon or something. But that's a good story. And we hope that you guys have shared the show, and you would share the show.
Did you want to talk about a little bit? Have you ever talked about, you got 5 minutes, about the EYBL, the Scholastic show, the showcases they're allowing the pro scouts to come in now?
Yeah.
What's the significance of that? They're gonna have several certified events by the NBA, so they scouts can include.
Big.
Yeah,
that's big. Nike is the common denominator.
Oh yeah. We know that.
And so Nike put that league together of about 8 different high schools. So now
they're going to expand later. Why did they going to expand later? Or they just going to keep those same high schools all the time?
Right. No, I mean, you got to win to get in. They can bump you in. It's like EYBL. You ain't winning.
Okay.
Dropping ad. So everybody on like a 2-year deal, something like that.
Okay.
And you be evaluated as you go forward. But
is anything interesting about summer basketball that you want to tell the people about this year that's going to be a little bit more different than it was last year?
Well, one live period right now as it stands in May. Okay. No live periods in April. And that is
so that means the rest of the time they're going to be playing. College coaches won't be live in the building, but they will be evaluating them while they playing.
Division I coaches won't be in the building.
Division I coaches won't be in the building.
Division I coaches won't be in the building. And so what that means is the reason for no April, for those of you who don't, once you get an understanding of things, then it helps you to move forward and to help you to be less bitter. April, the beginning of April every year is the Final Four. This year's in Phoenix. Well, next year's in 2024 is in Phoenix. Well, after the Final Four, the Wednesday before the Final Four is the McDonald game. Then the Final Four, then you're going on. There used to be a live Easter, then a live period, then another live period. Well, the transfer portal has inserted itself and changed the game. So a lot of college coaches after they come from the Final Four, would have to host kids on official visits that had got themselves in the portal. So if a kid come and get in the portal and you don't know about it, it's quickly. So this is what happened in the last year or two. So the college coaches would opt to stay on campus to host that recruit and his family. Well, while you're playing a live event at one of the 3 or more sneaker platforms. So in order to, and then the NCAA would feel the heat because they're saying, why aren't these coaches coming out recruiting these high school kids? And the sneaker companies are saying, hey man, our numbers are down. And they're explaining. So now in order to keep embarrassment and to keep hope alive in the system, they changed the rules so that we'll let April be the full recruiting platform for those colleges to host those portal guys. Remember, they shrunk the days of the portal, Ada. It's down to 35 days now. You only got 35 days to get to make your decision, as opposed to taking it all the way to the end of May and you basically holding the team hostage. That way they can move on about their business, which they were doing it anyway. But now it helps the whole process. So that's kind of like why, and they wait to the middle of May. That way, after you hosting those kids, you get a week or 2 break because you got final exams, you got your exit interviews with your team, and then on May the 19th, that's live. Colleges are done at that time. All of your kids are gone home at that time. That's the perfect time because the summer school kids doesn't come in until the first week of June. So that's the perfect window to plant that live period as it stands right now. So that's how it got there. So hopefully that helped you guys out. We are 1 minute left. So
what happened at Ohio State? What happened at Ohio State?
No, I haven't.
No, ain't nobody
I
talking
haven't.
about that, Alpha, yo.
I haven't heard. I
I just
wouldn't be
want to know what's
surprised.
happening at University of Texas. That's what I want to know. Tell me about that.
Alfio, Alfio, I give you props, Alfio. Alfio, one thing
You can
about it,
get to him.
if them Longhorns knew just how hard Alfio Vizzi root for them. Congratulations on your entrance into the final four of the NCAA football version. Shout out to you on that. I now it's let's see what they're gonna do moving forward. Now the thing is, Alfio, with success comes a price. Does little Manning return to Texas, knowing that your quarterback has just said that he may come back next year? Does the little Manning come back now? If you done spent all this money, you spent a record-setting $250,000 on his campus, on his official visit. The name, image, likeness I heard is $1 million plus, and he may not even ever wear or touch the field or get one snap as a Longhorn. That's something that's tricky. Now, Adam, before we get ready to go, what do you think the football signing date is? I think next week for the letters of intent. The early that football has 2 signing periods. The first one is coming up in December. What you think happens with Colorado? They're gonna pick up some flips. Gonna be some flip turning.
Done. They ain't hard to find. They ain't hard to find. Hey, one of Oregon's offensive linemen was on campus yesterday. They ain't hard to find.
I did hear that little Draylon Miller from Silsbee High School. He took his official visit to Colorado this past weekend, and I heard that that they had a little fun down there.
Coach, we got plenty of Draymond Miller. We need some hogs. You should notice I said we. Dion them needs some hogs. Jimmy, we got enough skill players. We need us some hogs, man. We need some 350s and some 340s and some 370s on both sides of the ball. That's what I want. He said Ohio State was the Big Ten. What they say? Jimmy, Ohio State is trending. Somebody was saying.
Oh!
But it ain't nothing. I ain't seen nothing happen. The transfer portal, that's gonna happen, man. Ain't nobody worried about no damn transfer portal.
It's new type of bags going on.
Papa got a brand new bag. They want the UT and Alabama rematch. Who? What is y'all talking about?
Who is they?
I don't know, man. They coach. I think these dudes not only be drinking. This ain't they midday sports happy hour. They be smoking at this during we be on the show. I think some people be getting high and come on this show. I really do. I really do. He talking about. Well, here you go, Jimmy. Here you go. He talking about somebody going in the transfer portal. Hey, they gonna go in the transfer portal from Texas too. Y'all the transfer portal capital of the world. Everybody need y'all. After your football is one. Yeah, Jimmy, we need some hogs, man. Jimmy, if your ass ain't 350, don't come to Colorado. I don't need no more little bitty ones. We got enough of them. They can't block. They can't do nothing. No, I need some blockers. And hey, big fella, I think he's 6'8", 250. He said, you know what? I can come and play here right away. Hey, Jamaica, I'm sorry, Jamaica. I shouldn't have said that. But let's get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Make sure y'all go over to rcssports.com. Check the VIP news out. I provide you an update on the Summer Creek High School situation, whereas last week head coach Ken Coleman was suspended.
Yeah.
And crazy situation over there. And I share with you some news on the update on that situation, what's expected and when a decision is going to be made. I'm hearing that right now it's up in the air. There's like but I don't want to let too much out the bag
Yeah.
right now. Go
Right.
over to the VIP news. That's what. And guess what? And you check it out. That's why I keep telling you guys. You fighting it and you fighting it and you fighting it from going and getting a VIP news subscription, which is only like it's about a gallon of a gas a month. That's what it costs for the VIP news. About $2 and $2.50 a month, and you can be on front line. Also, there's a top ranked player who has suffered an injury and could be out for the rest of the season. I'll list that person in the VIP news this morning as well. Also, Doug Jones came right through and provided his
What
his
Doug?
his college freshman
Report.
update. Does it
Okay.
every week, and what he does is all of the greater Houston area freshmen that's on Division I rosters, Doug Jones has put an update on how they're faring thus far into the basketball season. And it's phenomenal because it tells you the minutes that they're playing, they're averaging, the points per game, rebounds, assists, and shout out, of course, right now, the 3 leaders in minutes per game. That is the most important category. Is PJ Haggerty at Tulsa. He's averaging 32 minutes a game. Marcus Smurf Melinda at South Alabama, 29.9 minutes a game. And of course, the third most minutes that are being allotted thus far is Corey Hadnot at Purdue Fort Wayne with 21.6 minutes per game. Shout out to all 3 of those young men, as they obviously you picked the right school. Not saying not a discredit or discount to the other guys. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We are applauding those 3. Those are the top 3 most minutes played thus far.
Hey man,
And that's what you transfer.
I want to see PJ because PJ also averaging 5 rebounds a game. That's
and
3 assists.
3.5, something like
3.5, yeah.
So that means PJ. See, that's the thing now. PJ Haggerty with those numbers. Guess what? It doesn't mean that those numbers translate over to the Big 12.
Right.
That means that those numbers can get people's attention. And eventually, it's up to them, the powers that be, to evaluate you as to what they can go in. Now, PJ Haggerty, if he transfers again, he must sit out.
No, he ought to be all right. I hope he just ride it out.
Ride it on out.
Yeah.
And if you're good enough, you go and you follow the money.
Yeah.
You know, at that level, it's hard to tell a kid not to. So, but anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Shout out, go to rcsports.com, check out the ranking, and also palm around that. I have something for you before we leave, Hannah. Are you looking at Hannah? Can you look in the VIP news? I need your help. I need your help with this. I can't do this without you.
I'm looking.
Well, palm around, and we're gonna talk tomorrow. We're gonna talk some more. We're gonna talk football, high school football tomorrow. Tell you guys what I saw. I went and saw North Shore with my own eyes. Tell you about that tomorrow. But TABC had to update their high school team rankings every week.
Okay.
And there's 6 classifications, right?
Okay. I'm looking at them.
At least. And you got TAPS and you got UIL.
Right.
First, we'll start at the TAPS 3A, right?
All right.
TAPS 3A, who's number 1 school?
St. Francis Episcopal.
So they rank number 1 in the whole state, right?
Okay.
Right? In TAPS 6A in TAPS, who's number 1?
Houston
Who's
Christian.
number 1?
Houston Christian.
In UIL 3A, who's number 1?
UIL.
Yes, 3A.
Hitchcock.
Okay, Hitchcock. Okay. So in 6A, who number 1?
Beaumont United.
Okay. All right. Paul?
5A.
Well, 5A Marshall, they had him listed at number 2. That
you didn't want to talk about the number 2. You was just talking about
nobody remembers number 2 but number 3.
Okay.
That's gonna change next week.
Well, Hitchcock is close to Houston or something.
Yeah.
Where is Hitchcock?
Hitchcock right there when you pass up NASA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's Houston, player. What you talking about? That's Houston. I don't spend much time in Hitchcock.
Yeah, Hitchcock and Dickinson are right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Hitchcock and
All right.
Tech City, Dickinson, Hitchcock.
All right. Okay.
Some of
Paul.
y'all need to go open up another screen, look up your maps before you get to talking on the Chop Shop.
Yeah.
Some of y'all just go and open up your maps, learn some geographical stuff.
Yeah.
We
When
gonna
Paul
help
said
you.
Hitchcock, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know where the hell Hitchcock is. I don't.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
right there. So that's so anyway, we'll talk more football tomorrow. Can remind you that Summer Creek and North Shore are still alive. And of course, DeSoto and Duncanville are still alive. All I want for Christmas is North Shore versus Duncanville. And like I said, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Duncanville, y'all know if you get to sleep in your own beds, possibly for 2 weeks in a row. You get to sleep in your own beds.
Duncanville
will possibly. If they win this weekend, they get to sleep in their own bed again next weekend.
Is Doug still on the feed? Doug, because I see your write up. Is this little kid Jacob Wilford? Is that Aaron Wilford's son? Aaron Wilford, are you still on the feed? Because Doug wrote about a little kid from Cy Ranch High School, 2026. And I just wanted to know, is that Aaron Wilford's son? Aaron, is that your son?
His last name show put him right down on point.
Yeah, because there ain't too many Wilfords. I was just checking. Aaron getting prepared. Aaron getting prepared for this next 3 or 4 years. So on the Chop Shop, and I just hope he don't do like the rest of them. After they kid graduate, then you don't come and support the show no more. Yeah.
And lastly, man, wanna and leave you guys. I almost forgot about this yesterday. I didn't have enough energy to come and relay with you guys on the Chop Shop. Sometimes my energy gets sapped, and that was yesterday. I went and I attended the funeral services for this guy right here. You guys may remember up in Dallas. Y'all may remember him. He founded the Houston Lynx. The Houston Lynx. That's Dr. George Shooter.
You love them.
I don't really.
Yeah, you love films. Now, you do. You love films.
Them things zap me dry sometimes because understand something. Now, this guy right here, Emeka Okafor. This was Emeka Okafor's. That's the team that founded, developed Emeka. Now the Houston Hoops get a lot of the credit,
right?
Because they picked him up as a 12th grader and ran with him with Carlos Hurt and Marcus Spears and Marcus Watkins and all those guys, and Stanley Osunu, and they kicked butt around the country. Mm-hmm. So, but George Shooty, it wasn't just Emeka Okafor. Mm-hmm. This dude made the commitment and he paid for everything out of his pocket if you played for his program. And he was adamant about not going to play for nobody else because he made investment into the lives of those kids. And most of his kids, understand, and one thing about him, he didn't just go and get any type of kid. Anybody couldn't play for Dr. Shooty. And that was the thing. He took some hood kids, but I didn't never ask him what exactly you're looking for. But I remember telling him about certain kids that I know could play. And it was like they want to leave certain. He was like, "No, Jim, I think we're fine. We don't." He really got to meet the kids and their families before making a commitment to put his resources up under them. Dr. Shooty, man.
We was approached to buy him. That's how I met him. And but Rob said no.
Yeah, because Kincaid, that's a Kincaid alumni. Yeah. That was part of the connection right there.
And he said, then Rob said, "No, Dad, I'm good." I asked him though. He said, "No, I'm good."
Man. Yeah, that's.
But that's good, man. Stony.
So that was I got to see him. I got to see a lot of the guys yesterday. A lot of the players hadn't seen them in years, and it was some of the stories.
Oh, that's right.
I saw Dr.
Marcus Carroll there. He used to play. He used to coach for him.
I didn't see him at the reception. He might have been inside the funeral part.
Okay.
And I talked to Miss Judy Shooty. Talked to her a long time.
Judy Shooty, that's a heck of a name.
Man, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, she reminded me of my grandma because my grandma was my grandmama was white, so
Okay.
she reminded how they dress, how she dressed, how she looked. And always and sweet, will sit on the bench and keep stats every game with her husband coaching those young, primarily black boys. That's one hell of a dedication to be sitting there alongside your husband. And also had a we I saw Dr. Thomas Sanders. You remember that name?
No, I'm laughing at Paul Brown.
Your son was in the 9th grade
Uh-huh.
around the time that they had Jesse Sanders and John Caleb Sanders.
Yeah, the Sanders boy. Yeah.
So the dad was there.
Yeah.
Saw Jesse Sanders, and Jesse Sanders.
They can play.
You know, they have a youth organization, a camp, or a school that they have outside of San Antonio.
Yeah,
with like a lot of acres and whatnot, and they, you know, doing big things.
Okay.
And so one thing about him, I'm not sure Kevin Freitman can look it up if he's still in the record books. I asked him and his father yesterday, are you still in the record book? Because if you are, then that's one record that would never be broken in NCAA basketball, Division I basketball. Know what the record is that he set when he was at Liberty? Now, both of the kids played at Liberty under Richie McKay. Jesse Sanders in 2009 was the first Division I player. Well, he said it in 2011. He became the first player to record a triple-double in 4 straight years of Division I basketball. A triple-double. Because the reason I say that record won't be broken, because if a kid is that good to make a triple-double 2 years, 3 years in a row, they ain't gonna be that long. That's why I say the record won't be broken. Okay. The way that he said he had a triple-double as a freshman, a true freshman, 4 years, not a red shirt freshman, triple-double as a junior, triple-double as a senior. At least one each of those years. That's a hell of a record right there. Shout out to the Sanders family. HCYA, that was the program that later would produce Justin Jackson from that HCYA program, who went on and played at North Carolina and also in the NBA for a couple of years. So shout out to those guys, man. Shout out to the Houston Lynx family. And we'll see you guys on tomorrow. We up out of here. Share the show on your way.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.